don't treat you like so. Yeah, yeah. Yo,
Hello there.
what's up, dude? Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Okay, cool. I can. Oh, wait. If I post the comments, is it posting comments on YouTube?
It should.
Well, it should be. I mean, yeah, but also it should be able to see everything. Hold on. Let me pause that.
But yeah, man. Yeah, we should be good to go, though. We should be good to go, man. What's good, bro? What's going on with it?
Nothing really. Just tired.
Hey, you don't do shit. What you mean you tired, dog? You don't do nothing.
Look, you have no idea the amount of energy it takes not to drink or have artificial sugar.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You going through your October fast, right?
It's not necessarily a fast. It's
Uh,
more. It's a test of will.
got you. I got you.
I mean, there's like sober October, but I mean, I'm still smoking cigars, so technically, I'm not doing sober October.
I feel you, man. I feel you. Yeah, man. And then you are teaching our badass kids in school also, man. So
Yeah, but
yeah,
I'm on fall break, so
yeah.
I am keeping myself as calm as
I
possible.
feel you. I feel you, man. Yeah, dog. But I like fall break and I don't like it at the same time, man. I love the fact that there's no traffic when I go
Mm.
to work now. But as far as Lil John, man, that man act like he's so bored here at the house, dog. Cause normally he be over his mama house. You know what I'm saying, for a spring break or fall break or whatever, man. But he act like he just bored as hell over here, bro.
Just ain't got nothing to do.
You know what I'm saying? And I've been putting his ass to work too, man.
I was. You should have had them a little party when you was gone. Weren't you like going to Atlanta for the weekend or something?
Yeah, why you putting all my beers out in the street, bro? See, I ain't told you about this, man. You always
Yes.
doing some shit that's extra, man.
You was gone. If that was me
You know what
in
I'm saying?
that situation, I would have had some folks over.
He might have. You know, he got a little girlfriend now. Speaking of putting business out there in the street, he got a little girlfriend,
See, there it
and she
is.
stayed and she stayed right across the street, right? Yeah, yes. I ain't no telling what's been going on in this house when I be gone, man.
Yeah.
Ain't it, man? I know, right?
You take it after you. I know you was doing that shit too.
See, there you go again, man. Hey, we about to get this thing started, man. My folks are gonna be coming in, man. We gotta talk. We gotta talk, man. Cowboy Nation. I need to hear from y'all, man, because I'm at a crossroads, Lee. I'm at a crossroads right now in my cowboy fandom, and I need therapy. I need help, and I need my cowboy brothers and sisters to come to the table, to come to the meeting, to come forth and tell me and tell brother JC that it's going to be okay. Because right now, Lee, I don't think it's going to be okay. I really don't, man. You know, I got haters like Antonio Tuggle talking about go Cowboys. He a goddamn Falcons fan. You ain't got no reason to talk. All right, y'all barely beat the Texans, even though the Falcons are 3-2 right now. They do look good, but
Same
but
same
yeah,
record.
man, it's hard out here for a Cowboy, man. It's hard. What's up, Tony? What's up, my guy? Yeah, man. He a fellow Cowboy fan, also a fellow Longhorn fan. We took an L to OU this weekend too, bro.
What a great game
That
that
was a great day.
was.
I missed the game though. I was
You,
down to 8.
ooh,
I missed the game.
I didn't watch the whole thing, but I got to watch basically I watched it in bits and pieces. But when it was close in the fourth quarter, I tuned in. What that was, I that so far that's game of the year right now. That's the game of the
Yeah,
year. That was
yeah,
such a great game. Those rivalry games just do something, especially the early ones. The early rivalry games, Red River rivalry last year was a nightmare, but this year, ooh, it was juicy. That was a great game.
man. And I'm probably glad that I did miss it because if I would have tried to watch or maybe like watch the last few minutes of it, I would have got mad. You know what I'm saying? The outcome and that would have ruined my girl's birthday, her birthday weekend. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of glad that I didn't sit down and watch the game, man. But I definitely was keeping up with it on my phone, man. But yeah, man, it's been a tough weekend. This is the only team right here from the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex that I will acknowledge because my Rangers are playing right now with a chance to, if they win the nightly, we will advance to the American League Championship Series and
Oh,
probably end up playing the Houston Astros. So that's going to be a war right there. You talk about civil war. I love my Houston people, but I hate all Houston sports teams, man. I don't know what it is. I don't rock with none of the Houston sports teams.
but you're from Houston.
Well, okay. My early formative years, like from elementary school years,
Yeah.
Dallas. That's where
Okay.
my fandom came in for the Cowboys,
Okay.
for the
Gotcha. Okay.
Rangers. Middle school, high school years, Houston. So by
Gotcha.
that time, my allegiance
It already been sewn in.
it already been sewn up. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
With
Gotcha.
DFW,
Gotcha.
man. The only team I never really rocked with was the Mavericks. You know what I'm saying? But Cowboys, Rangers, Longhorns, that's for life
Okay.
right there, man.
Even though
You know
the
what I'm saying?
Longhorns are in Austin, but tomato,
Hey,
tomato.
hey, tomato. Okay, don't matter. All right, we ain't talking about location. We talking about in the heart. All right, the heart of Texas. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But speaking to somebody that I don't rock with, let's go. What's up, Jasmine? What's going? What's up, Jazz? Can we hear you,
I
Jazz?
can't hear anything.
Why we can't hear you, Jazz?
You on mute? You got something plugged in?
Oh, my
There you go.
microphone was mute. Was mute. A microphone was on mute. Okay.
Hello, Jazz.
How are y'all doing today? I'm wonderful.
We good, Jazz. What you got going on, Mama?
Oh, nothing. Just preparing to go out of town. I'm gonna go to Cali for a couple of days.
Are you selling dope, Jazz? Because you go out the country. All right, you take all these trips. What you got going on over there? I think you're slanging the rock over there, man.
I'm
I
lagging
think
again
you're selling
because I
you
was not
selling the
drinking my
weeds.
drink that long.
You selling them weeds over there?
I wish.
Yeah, man. But we just over here rapping, man. Over here talking about everything that happened over the weekend, Jasmine, man. Drake dropped a new album. We got to get into that, man. You know what I'm saying? There's been some criticism. There's always some criticism, some critique when it comes to Drake, man. So we'll talk about that. And we got a new mayor. We got a new mayor for the city of Memphis, man. Shout out to Paul Young, baby. He did that thing, man. I felt like I won. You know what I'm saying? For real. I was on the stage on the podium. I had 2 bottles of Hennessy. You know what I'm talking about? We was getting it in Thursday night, man.
Not 2 bottles of Hennessy, Jesus.
I had 2 bottles of Hen, man.
Oh gosh. That is not how we want to celebrate our new mayor, on this show, JC. Well, you know what? Actually, man. That's very fitting for this show. Never mind.
Thank you, man.
You just have like, don't save her. She don't want to be saved in the background. Right. We got to have all that.
Yeah, man. And
that's why also, you should have came in today. You should have came in on that song today.
I know, right? Hey, and y'all heard Cuz when he has an acceptance speech, he came out to 3-6 Mafia. Who run it? Come on now. Yeah, we here. We are here, man.
I'm very much into excited interested and excited in this new era, and I hope that I wish him all the success, all of these success.
Definitely,
100%.
man.
100%.
Yeah, because he's gonna have to, even try to get those folks who didn't vote for him, man. To get in their favor, and because like he's up for the challenge, he's up for the job. It's gonna be a tough job. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna be a lot of hard work. He got to get in there and really, really get after it, man. It really make a difference. But he's up for it, man. That's what he was meant to do, man. I told that dude 20 years ago that he's gonna be mayor one day, man. And to see it happen, to see it come to fruition like that, man, it's awesome.
Did you
man.
stamp that? You stamped that, JC?
I stamped that, man. I stamped that, because I'm a visionary, Jasmine. I can see into the future. Okay. The only thing that I did not see was the ass whooping that the 49ers gave us on Sunday night, man. What the hell was that? Man. I'm so upset. I was so hurt, man. Jasmine, I want to tell y'all how upset I was, man. I got a lot of cowboy gear, right? Jerseys, hats. Matter of fact, there was a souvenir autographed football that I had up here. It was framed and everything. I had sitting on my fireplace. I put everything back in my room, man. I did not want to see a Cowboy star. Okay, I didn't want to see anything Dallas related for 48 hours, man. That's how mad, upset I was about that game on Sunday, man. Like, that was a colossal ass whooping that I did not see coming. All right.
I think one of the things that's interesting about the game, it's not like how they lost is one thing, but they're still in it. They're still, it's like if we're looking at wild cards right now, it would be Dallas, Green Bay. Well, no, it wouldn't be Green Bay. It'll be Dallas, Atlanta, New Orleans, and the Seahawks. So they would still be in. But I think what we really learned about this game and about the 49ers, I would say right now, 49ers, the Eagles, and the Dolphins are the top tier teams in the NFL right now. Like, I know the Dolphins are the only team that I can think of in the AFC. I can't think of any other team in the AFC that can roll out with them. But in the NFC, it's the two undefeateds. It's the Eagles and it's the 49ers. One of those two teams is going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl if we were to do it right now. I'm sorry, JC.
Hey, listen. Hey, I'm gonna elaborate further on. I got a hot take for y'all coming up here in a moment, man. I want to shout out everybody in the comments, man. My man Antonio Tuggle, he said he live in Dallas now. He a Falcons fan and he live in Dallas, man. My dog DJ Sweet talking about that I had the E and J. I had the E and J on the stage. Hey, man, it's my business, all right. All right, I put the E and J. I poured the E and J in the Hennessy bottle. Okay, can't nobody tell the difference. Okay, shout out my dog. Ropolo, what's up, Jason? I grew up with my guy right there, Jason, down there in Spring, Texas, man. That's my dog. We used to go play ball in the neighborhood, man. I used to dunk on him and his boy Eric, man. My apologies, man. I'm sorry. I used to dunk on y'all back in high school, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, y'all keep up with the comments, man. Y'all show some love, man. Jump in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on the Cowboys. Let me know your thoughts about anything you want to talk about, man. Memphis Mayor, Drake, whatever y'all want to get into, man. We're gonna talk about it all tonight over this next hour, man. But yeah, I got a hot take, Lee and Jasmine. We got a tough schedule coming up. We got some games coming up. We got Monday night against the Chargers. That's not a gimme game at all. We could easily lose that game in San Diego next Monday.
Los Angeles.
We got the Rams.
Los Angeles. They'll be in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
They're not going to be.
I'm sorry. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah. I still make the same mistake.
Right. Yeah. The LA Chargers. We got the Rams, another LA team. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a tough game, man. We got the Eagles coming up. We got some tough games this stretch that's coming up, next 4 or 5 games. My hot take: I would not be surprised at all if the Cowboys don't make the playoffs. I would not be surprised at all, Lee.
So the next 1, 2, 3, 4, you have 5 games. You could either be, because I don't think you'll beat the Eagles. I mean, look, my Chargers are my Chargers. Well, we coming off of a bye week, so we'll be fresh. So that'll be a tough game for y'all. I'm not going to give it to you either way. That's a 50-50 game. But I think you could beat the Rams. I think you could beat the Giants, and you could definitely beat the Panthers. So I don't think it's a bad of a stretch as you think it is. From those 5 games, I could easily see a 3-2, at
My
best a
quarterback,
4-1.
Lee Jazz, and my quarterback is Dak Prescott. So it could get worse, okay? It could get worse, man. Listen, I'm out. I'm done with Dak. I'm out. I'm out, man. All right. He had his moment to show that, listen, everything's gonna be all right. I'm ready. I'm ready to beat the 49ers. At least look like a functioning NFL quarterback, right? Don't lose the game for
Oh
us.
my gosh.
Even though the game was pretty much out of hand, but in that second half, Dak looked like a deer in headlights. And over the last 3 games against the 49ers, the game on Sunday and the 2 playoff games, guys, Dak Prescott has thrown 3 touchdowns and count them 6 interceptions. Okay. He only passed for like 150 yards on Sunday. That's not going to get it done, man.
I'm just looking at Jasmine's expressions right
It's not going to get it done, man.
She's like, can we talk about Drake now?
No. I'm listening. Jazz is a sports head too. My facial expressions are the way they are because he's making valid points with his stats. And I don't believe that y'all's next few games will be as atrocious as the 49ers game. And I'm not going to call y'all out of the playoffs just yet either. I mean, it was just the Cowboys they did it. I'm going to say that the Cowboys just did what the Cowboys do this one game. Maybe they had some bad pregame food. I don't freaking know. I'm just going to try to give them anything for that loss. Because towards the end of that game, it just kind of seemed like everybody was just like, whatever. They were scoring left and right. I'm like, well, where's this defense? What are y'all doing? Have y'all thrown in the towel? Like, what? They just gave up, it seems like. So no way y'all could come back the same way these next few games. If anything, I would expect y'all to put on a little bit more of a defensive effort, hold on to that title, right? And try to pick it up. I'm not gonna count y'all out just yet, but
it's not December. It's not December.
I know, man, but it just I guess that loss felt like 2 losses, right? It felt like a double loss.
It should have.
You know, because I mean, even I had the idea that okay, we'll probably lose Sunday, but it's gonna be a close game and we'll show some fight. We showed no fight, man. We got pumped. They took our lunch money. They took our lunch money on Sunday.
For the whole week.
The whole week. We not eating lunch, man. No chocolate milk.
Cookies and everything.
The little square pizza we get in school. They took
slapping
that,
it
man.
out. No, they slapping it out.
You know what I'm saying? They gave us a wedgie on live TV. The whole nation saw us get a wedgie, man.
Wedgie, swirly, and then stuffed into the locker.
You know what I'm saying? It did stuffed in the locker, man. And that's what I was more disappointed about. The fact that we act like we were scared out there, man. We were shook. And that, I did not see that coming, man. You know, so now it's a mental thing, it's a psychological thing now. You know, I'm not sure they can overcome. If they saw 49ers again in the playoffs down the road, what's going to change? Like, what is going to change?
I mean, let's talk about the 49ers, though. This 49ers team so far, especially that last game, it kind of feels like a revenge tour because they were favored to go to the Super Bowl with Brock Purdy. Right. And then he got injured. Now he is 100% healthy, full command of that offense. And key thing here, this is the key thing because they were talking about this in the preseason before the season started. The 49ers are flourishing, even though they gave up so much for Trey Lance. And that's not supposed to happen. What they gave up to get Trey Lance, they should be regressing. They should be a 3-2, you know, a 2-3, maybe a 1-4 team. But they are not. They're out there, they're executing. Defense is doing great. And I know way back I talked about Micah Parsons being my pick for MVP of the league. Uh, Brock
Hey, man.
Purdy is
You
making
got
some
multiple
noise.
candidates
Christian
over there. You got Brock
McCaffrey.
Purdy, you got McCaffrey, shit. And then defensive player of the year should be Fred Warner. Number 54, the linebacker for the 49ers, man.
They buy, like, you know, we always hear the commentators talking about they got to buy in. If they buy in, they'll be great. They got to buy in. 49ers, they're buying in.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, definitely, man. I mean, it begs the question now. Y'all see it right there. Like, will they go undefeated? Who is going to beat the 49ers this year, man?
I think the Eagles beat them. They play the Eagles twice, don't they?
They will play once.
They only
I
play
think
once?
it's like week 10. I think it's at Philly.
I think for everything that I just said about the 49ers, it goes kind of double with the Eagles. There's definitely a big buy-in there. They're mirror images of each other. In all seriousness, the 49ers and the Eagles are mirror images of each other. But I feel like the defense for the for the Eagles is a touch better. Like, they can get that stop that they need that I don't think the 49ers defense can do.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like I said, I get, guys, I guess it could always be worse, though. I could be a Patriots fan right now. It could always be worse, man.
Oh, yeah. It is what it is, baby.
I was about to say, wait a minute.
The last couple of years, it is what it is, okay? It's going to take a minute. And Bill might not make it, so we'll see.
So, Jazz, are you amongst the contingent that thinks that Bill should go?
I mean, you got to be able to work with the personnel that you're getting, and we all know that Tom Brady's aren't made overnight. So what are you going to do? What's your next move? We have had subpar seasons the last obviously since he left. So it's time to do what general managers in the office does when you continuously have terrible seasons. So maybe it is time for fresh everything. I don't know.
I mean, technically, Tom Brady was kind of made overnight. Technically, if we splitting hairs, Drew Bledsoe goes down, 6th-round pick from Michigan comes in, and they go to the Super Bowl and win. That's about as overnight as it gets.
Well, I mean, when I say that, I mean that ain't happening every day. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's not happening on a regular basis. So maybe I should have worded that differently, but surely I hope that's not what he was expecting. Yeah.
What'd you just do?
I don't know what I did. Hold on.
Right. Boy, that sure plays into that whole everything's about me persona.
Wow.
I don't know what I did. Hold on. Let me somebody get y'all back, man.
I ain't just over there pushing buttons.
Damn.
Man, Negroes.
My fault. What I do?
That probably that mean I can take a bite of my food.
Hold on. I got y'all. Hold on. I got y'all back. Hold on. There we go. And that.
Really?
Man, I don't know what I did to y'all, man.
There we go. It's better.
It's better. All right, here we go.
Jeez.
There we go, man.
Whole ass shit.
Hey, man, my bad, man.
Unbelievable.
My fault, man. Hey, I'm trying to get that spotlight like Drake, man. Drake got that spotlight, dropped that album on Friday, man. This past Friday, man. And anytime that Drake drops new material, man, everybody and their mama got something to say about it, man. So have y'all listened to the new album yet? For All the Dogs, the name of it, man. Jazz, Lee. Can I get some reaction, man? What's
I've listened to it. But real quick, why is BET texting me? I got a text. Listen, I got a text. That's what this whole third party, whatever stuff is just so out of hand. From just some random number, right? Like a 213 area code. Don't even know what that area code is. We're celebrating 50 years of hip hop tonight on BET. Tune in at 9/8 Central. Hashtag Hip Hop Awards.
I think
Oh,
I
that's
didn't
right.
sign up for this.
213. I think that's a California area code.
I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah, it's California. That's right. The BET Hip Hop Awards is tonight also. I forgot about that.
But who told them to text me about it? I
mean,
didn't sign up.
They wanted you to know.
Jasmine, you didn't realize how worldwide you are.
No, honey, that's these
I ain't got that
party, whatever, whoever has your number, and then suddenly I'm getting text about the BET Hip Hop Awards. I don't have storage for this. Like,
hey, if y'all had before we talk more about Drake, if somebody gave y'all free tickets to go to BET Hip Hop Awards, would you go this year?
Nope.
Yeah, I'd probably go.
Yeah.
Why not?
Sit next to Sexy Red.
I ain't say all that.
No. But that's part of it though. You got free seats.
What was
next Sexy
well,
Red,
you know what? I would probably be in a good seat. So yeah, actually that would be I would be fine. I would get fine and carry my pregnant behind on over there, sure would.
What was it? Was it the Grammys that did the tribute with Busta and all them that came out?
The Grammys did one, yeah.
That's the one I would want to go to. I wouldn't want to go to BET Hip Hop Awards because, and people that are performing, I don't care.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is for me. For the awards, it's who's performing, and except maybe Glorilla, that's probably the only person I want to see. Everybody else, I wouldn't want to see it.
I love Glorilla. I would love to meet her, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love just to hang out one time with Big Glow, man. She seemed like she's just such a sweetheart. She's a down-to-earth person, man. I'm going to kick it one time, man. And I feel like, I don't know why, but I feel like that's going to happen one day.
Hey, speaking into
cool enough. I mean,
into existence.
Bring her on to the podcast, JC.
You know what I'm saying, man? We might make something happen, man.
It could be the hangout.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely, man. Maybe go to a video shoot or something like that and catch her there, man. Do a quick little interview with her. Yeah, man. Big Glow, baby. But speaking of hip hop, man, like I said, we're gonna definitely talk Drake. But did y'all hear about what Juicy J was saying in regards to the hip hop sales? Album sales this year are down 40% from where we were last year at this time, man. So basically, Juicy was saying, man, 3 6 Mafia, Juicy J was saying, hey, what we gonna do? Like it's time to for these artists, producers, it's time to really start making music again, man. And quit making this bullshit that's out there right now. I'm all for getting your money, right? But the Sexy Reds, the people of that ilk of that genre, the new ratchet. The new ratchet rap that's going on right now, we got to cut that shit out, man. I feel like it's a time and place for it, but that's not what we should be hearing every day, all day on the radio. We need to get back to actual music, man.
It's a couple of artists that could be cut out if we're, what I'm saying, in regards to content of music. If it's, actual lyrics of substance, it's more than a few that could be shut down right now. Yeah. The Sexy Reds of the world are getting so much attention just because she's so overt and so blatant with it, but right. Most of these male rappers could be flushed down the toilet too.
Hey, and I hate to keep harping on her, man, but she's been in the news over this last week, man. Sexy Red she made
and
a
that's
comment.
why she's going to continue to make that money.
Yeah, she made that comment about Trump. Saying that she down with Trump. And all that good stuff that she would vote for him and everything, man.
I'm sorry. I gotta say something about that. Because that was some fuckery with what she said. Because it wasn't just saying that she would vote for Trump. I think something that was really fucked up of what she said and lumping. Saying, the whole hood fucks with Trump.
She right though. She ain't lying. She ain't lying. She is not lying. Baby, you hand out a check, niggas will fold. It's certain caliber, certain type of, black folk versus niggas. Niggas is universal for me. So whatever. But anybody can be a nigga. Like, that's a noun at this point. But I am talking about a certain type of person when I do say the word. You know what I'm saying? Niggas will fold, and there's some folks that are not black that will fold too just to get that check. But it comes from ignorance as well. All you care about is that check. Oh, that's an ugly freeze frame. All you care about is that check, and unfortunately, she's not lying. She's not lying. If people thought they could put Trump back in office right now and get another stimulus check,
Come
baby,
on
you
now.
think they
Come
wouldn't.
on now.
They would be voting in droves.
And that's where I hope for everything coming up the election cycle wise, regardless of his legal issues. Like I really hope that folks realize that, fingers crossed, he doesn't get elected, but if he gets elected, there ain't another check coming. That was only because of the pandemic. Like we're still in coronavirus and everything, but we're not on lockdown. People aren't losing job. Well, people aren't going to work, but
Right.
jobs are available. So
The
don't
climate
think
is not the same. You're not
right.
getting
Don't
it.
think that if we bring him back in, it's going to be woo. We're going to get checks on checks on checks. Like, no, that's
But
not how it works.
and say that, yeah, it's gonna be some more money coming. He's lied about everything else. So let's just go add that one, add that to the list, man. You're gonna say, hey, y'all vote for me, man. No, 1500 on the way. You know what I'm saying?
And people would fold. People would fold.
Look, I don't understand, and maybe again, it's like on a political side, people smarter than me, but for let's say Biden trying to do re-election and whatnot, even though he's against this, like I don't get why some of these politicians don't do a Hail Mary. Think of it like this: during the time before Biden was elected, if Trump would have pulled a Hail Mary and said, because he had all the control, he had the control Republican Senate, and well, he had the Senate. If he would have just whispered and was like, hey, pass something so I can completely and totally erase these student loans, he would have won by a landslide. So I don't understand. And again, maybe it's just like a political thing that I'm just not savvy on. Like, how come some of these politicians that feel like they are not in a position, or it's going to be a little iffy if they get a second term, don't pull a Hail Mary and be like, look, y'all need to vote for me. You want to know why? Oh, y'all got student loans across the board, student loans gone, did it, boom, bitch, me. Like that just weird. I don't, how is that going to be political suicide for you if you do something incredible like that?
I agree, and I think the promise of that cloud, or that little promise of student loan debt being erased, is a big part of why Biden won. Because people are incentive driven. Obviously, that's how campaigns are run. What I can do for you, right? But I agree with you. Why can't it be done? And like you said, Lee, that's just obviously beyond the scope of our expertise, I guess, because it seems so obvious. But I guess either they really don't want to do it, or there's a lot of red tape to where it can't get done.
Because
I'm with you.
I mean, because, and I'm not saying this to say any ill will towards Ukraine or towards Israel, because I don't know what that situation is, and I don't wish death upon anybody. War is ridiculous. Also, war is profitable, but war is ridiculous. But we always talk about all of the shit that goes on in this country when it comes to homelessness, when it comes to education, when it comes to jobs, when it comes to paying our taxes and all of these different things. But now, of course, with this war, with the Ukrainian war, and now with the war in Israel, all of a sudden our pockets can open up and just
they got the money machine rolling, honey.
Yeah, man. Like I said, hey, war is business, man. It's profitable. Lives equal dollars, man. That's a shame of it. And that's so tragic and sad what's going on over there in Israel right now, man. Like I said, man, prayer. We pray on things, man, but it's like this world is going to hell, man. You know,
Look, like that's what we need to send our prayers to. Send our
yeah,
prayers over there. When
yeah,
when police is killing us here, we don't need no prayer shit. Send the prayers over there.
man. We talking babies. You know what I'm saying? Children being killed over there, man. Right now, it's wild times, man. Wild times we're living in right now. Definitely, man. Central AF podcast show. I got the crew with me. You know, we got my dog, Leader Teacher, man. You know, out here, man, with his Slim Fast program he got going on right now, man. You know, he out here living his best life. Yeah, yeah, man. You see Jasmine with the good hair. She got the hair pressed. Come on now.
Amazing. Looks amazing.
You know, got her Just For Me hair care products going on tonight. Come on now. We out here, man. We know we living life, man. But like I said, you know, it's crazy times we living in, man. It seems like, you know, another year, another Drake album. Another Drake album is out.
The segue.
All the dogs, you know what I'm saying? Man, it's got some heat on it. You know, I was down there in the A. You know, I was bumping it, you know, in the rental, in the rental car, man, bumping the new Drake album. But yeah, it's got some bangers on there. You got a nice one with J. Cole on there that slaps, man. It's some other nice ones too, man. But of course, you know, Drake always spurs, you know, controversy, man, criticism. So Joe Budden, you guys all know who Joe Budden is from the Joe Budden podcast, you know, was basically telling Drake, hey, man, grow up. You know what I'm saying? Stop, I guess, you know, riding that wave with these younger artists. Because, you know, Drake is, in his 30s now. You know what I'm saying? Early, mid-30s. And so Budden was saying, you know, hey, man, you know, it's time for you to mature with your music, you know. But, you know, Drake felt otherwise. He went on a tangent, you know, on social media, clapping back at Joe Budden, man. Like he wrote a damn book about Joe Budden, basically, man. Basically, to summarize the guys, he said that kids don't listen to Joe Budden. He's a failure. He's a failure in music, and that's why he's doing what he's doing now, because he could not make good music. So where do you guys fall? What's your thoughts on Drake? I know how Jasmine feels, Lee. You know what I'm saying? But what's your
not
thoughts?
totally, but okay.
Yeah, I know you rock with Drake, but Lee, what's your thoughts on the Pretty Boy, Certified Lover Boy, man?
You know, I haven't listened to the album. I'm not a Drake fan, but I do agree. Like, I think Joe Budden has a point. You know, at a certain point in your career, yeah, your music does have to mature as you get older. That's what we see. We see a lot of that in some of the old school hip hop. You know, it starts out one way and then it starts to go into another way, and it starts to mature. That's really all I can say, because I've never really listened to a Drake song from back in the day and listened to something now to really kind of give a critique. But I do agree that as artists get older, they should mature with their music, depending on it doesn't matter what genre.
But they don't. Drake is 34 years old, just like me. Future is way older than that. Jay-Z's older than that.
How old is Future?
2 Chainz is older than that. Who else is older than that? There's plenty of artists out there who are rapping about the same stuff, and they are well past their 30s. So that was not a very valid argument. I mean, I think that Drake gets the stigma he gets because he's a crybaby, but nobody continuously talking about womanizing women or I don't know, shooting up stuff, and nobody checks those artists, and niggas be about 40, almost 50. So so that argument was very much non-valid. If you're telling him to grow up in the sense of you want him to stop rapping about women hurting his feelings, then say that.
Yeah.
You want to hear him talk about something other than women hurting his feelings, because that's all the nigga rap about.
Right.
And I mean, that's more valid than shooting people and womanizing women. That's more valid. At least he's coming from a actual place of like truth, most of these niggas still rapping about stuff that they don't even do just to hang on to their fan base. So that wasn't valid to me. The album I thought could have hit harder. I am a fan since day one, and I'm looking for that just a little bit more substance. He did definitely have some bangers, but he still hasn't made another Take Care. You know, he still hasn't made another no skip album. I haven't seen one of those recently. But his album is definitely still valid. You know what I'm saying? It's still worthy. It's better than the last one, in my opinion. He went a little bit more pop and like, you know what I'm saying? He hit that Canadian side on that last album, and I could go without it. But it's still worthy of some of rotation. But what Joe Budden said, I just think that he doesn't have to grow up because none of you other niggas do. So what are you talking about?
Man, you know what? You really messed me up when you talk about Future. I didn't know Future was 39 years old now, man. That's crazy.
Pushing 40, still talking about the same stuff, going to the moon, F up some commas. He's still talking about the same stuff. And 2 Chainz came out when he was 80. So what are we talking about here?
2 Chainz. Now, it's not fair. Now, you're not gonna talk about my brother 2 Chainz like this.
I love 2 Chainz. I just mean in the argument, you know, you can't
because you know
tell him to grow up.
Yeah, he did go solo late. 2 Chainz did, but you know he was Titty Boy. You know, with Ludacris and them.
And his name was Titty Boy.
Right.
He was well into his 30s.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. That was his original. His first name coming out was Titty Boy.
Where you been in, man? Yeah.
Look, the only thing with 2 Chainz, I don't know nothing about 2 Chainz and his music, but I watched that show Most Expensivest with 2 Chainz. That's a great show. He just goes around experiencing the most expensive shit.
Right.
And that's great.
Expensive baller ass shit out there. Yeah.
But
I feel like you evolve when you get out of the music, because honestly, and maybe y'all can tell me some old school rappers who evolved. Like I really would like to know who actually changed the substance of their music from beginning to end of their career, or did they just stop making music?
Jay-Z.
Jay did, yeah.
Yeah, Jay-Z definitely evolved.
You know,
okay, who else?
I sold crack. You know what I'm saying?
I would say Jay-Z, LL evolved because he was definitely more hard and then kind of softened things up.
Yeah.
Snoop evolved. Snoop was about the gangster shit and then kind of went to the pimp weed shit.
Yeah.
That was his evolution.
More chill. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wu-Tang Clan. Actually, I won't say they haven't evolved. They've remained consistent in what they do. I would just say lyrically, they've evolved. There's a couple of Wu-Tang. Ghostface dropped a freestyle. A couple of folks dropped some freestyles, and Wu-Tang is just on top of the game. Who else evolved? Jump in anytime, JC.
That's a rare thing anyway, because you know, a hip hop life, your shelf life is almost kind of like an athlete's shelf life. Like you don't see too many rappers 10, 15, 20 years in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a real rare thing to happen, man. So that's why we only have a few examples of guys that, you know, have kind of stood the test of time, and the way they came out 20 years ago is not the same way they are now. Because for a while, I remember what was that line that the game had? Something he was talking about Jay-Z. He didn't say Jay's name. He was talking about him. You know, if you're 36 and you still rapping, ew. You know, that type of, like, you an old nigga, you out here rapping. Like, that's okay now. Because remember, like 10, 15 years ago, that was not okay. Like, you did not see 35, 40-year-old rappers then. You know what I'm saying? Like, at that time, in a lot of our minds, Jay-Z was like the oldest nigga that was rapping at the time. But now, you know, it's okay for the Snoops, the Ice Cubes, and those guys to still be out here performing and rapping and making albums.
And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. I was going to mention this earlier and I forgot, but I'm glad you brought that up. I saw this on Instagram and I think it was from Unapologetically Memphis. Shout out to them. They put a graphic on their Instagram that said the old school rappers that are going out on tour right now are making more money and are selling out the stadiums than the new school.
Thank you. I'm glad you brought up that point. I was gonna mention that too, bro. I appreciate that.
Because they have an older, their fan base is loyal. Their fan base, it was a different. I just feel like, of course, like new school, selling out new school is gonna be difficult because I just feel like you see so much on social media. Like we dang near know these people. You know what I'm saying? Like not really, but you know, we dang near know these people. So it's like between being able to stream so freely, between maybe y'all going live and talking to us and y'all, you know, like all of the interaction, it really leaves nothing for me to go and pay a ticket to see you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just like CDs, just like stuff it's just gone. Like it's just not the same.
I'm glad you brought up CDs. I'm so happy that you brought up. I found my old CD case. I would be listening to my CDs. I was happy.
So it's like back then, I think that like that's why these new editions and like LL Cool J can go on tour and continuously sell, because the people that are vying to see them are, you know,
us. JC's in my age.
Right.
Y'all ain't going to see Future. Y'all ain't going to see Drake. Y'all ain't going to see City Girls. The women ain't going to see City Girls. This isn't this not what I'm here for. Right. I'm here for a good show, a good old concert, a good old let me take a nap beforehand.
Right.
I'm about to have a good time.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a ball, bro. I had a ball at the hip hop show back in August, man. LL Cool J, Rakim, MC Light. I was in heaven.
The demographic.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen the stats on like the youngest versus the oldest attendant. I would have loved to have seen that because I guarantee it was nobody under the age of 34. I guarantee.
Yeah, you know,
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
You know what I'm saying? It was love, man. The vibe in there. And I feel like the music drives the vibe and kind of affects people's mood and behavior. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what was the show where they got shot up at the Forum?
Lil Baby.
Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, you know, the music kind of plays hand in hand with that, man. Like, you wouldn't catch me.
It absolutely does.
Damn Lil Baby concert, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because that doesn't, I mean, he's dope. He's bumping. I'll listen to it in my car, but to go to a show and be amongst y'all's kids,
right.
Y'all's nephews and nieces.
Right. Right. I agree with that. Drake is about as far as I would go, but you know, I would feel okay partying with I feel like I would be with my peers because honestly, I don't even think young 20-somethings, and I could be wrong, teenagers and stuff, I could be wrong. I don't even think they're on Drake like that. At this point, I think I couldn't even tell you who young people are listening to anymore. Like that's how far removed. Right. But Drake is like my generation. And I feel like those are the people I would be with. And I really feel like this millennial, because I am a millennial, but like the millennial age, which I think goes up to like 40, if I'm not mistaken. And then on down to like 27 or something like that. I think that's kind of the range.
Okay, so let me jump in real quick, Jay. So speaking of Drake, right? Where does Drake rank? Where does he rank amongst the GOATs? Right? When we talk about the greatest of all time, man. When we put our top five list, where do you put Drake? Is Drake in the top 5, or is he right outside the top 5 right now?
I mean, you know, I think that's an objective statement, of course. I don't really have that many rappers on my list, but I've been rocking with Drake since he was Wheelchair Jimmy. So, you know, he number 1 for me.
Yeah.
I know Drake from Degrassi. I knew him before he even started music, so you know he gonna be number one for me.
All right, where would you rank him, Lee? Zeke, in your top 5, top 10? Now your top 5 list be crazy, bro. Because like
He
you
don't
put like,
listen to Drake though.
I don't listen to Drake, so
all
he's
right, but I'm
nowhere
just
near my
saying,
top 5.
no, okay,
He
not
probably
so
didn't
much.
on the list.
No,
We're not talking just so much.
he's not
about
even an
your-
honorable mention.
All right, see, that's a hater because we're talking about you have to talk about his accomplishments, right? Don't
Now
let's
that's
put aside your bias, right? Because you're
Okay.
weird. Put
What is
aside
he?
your
What is he?
bias.
Yes, please tell me his accomplishments.
He's like he's the highest charting artist going right now. All right,
And
every
he's
time he
only
drops an
one
album, he's
hot
number
100 away from beating Michael
one.
Jackson.
Right, that part.
Tying with Michael Jackson, or is it
That
beating
part.
Michael Jackson?
And he mentioned that in one of his raps too, Jazz.
So hold
go
on,
ahead.
hold on. We'll start with that. If we're talking about, that's great. And I know in the way it sounds in my voice, I'm being a hater. But if we're looking at this from all angles, how he is, close to being, tied or surpassing Michael Jackson in terms of hits, as we've moved on in time, I would argue it's easier to have a hit now than it was back in from, let's say, the 70s all the way up until the mid late 90s, because of how technology has evolved, how sales with streaming has evolved, all of those things. So I think I saw something. I wish I could remember the rapper's name, but I saw something about a rapper that was like on the Billboard 100. It was like for the 34th consecutive time or something like that. And I wish I could remember the name, but I was like, I don't even know who this is. But my first thought when I saw that was, damn, it must be real easy to get on this top 100, because way back in the day, it was not that easy. So I'm not knocking that accomplishment, because it is a very strong accomplishment.
Okay.
But because he made that accomplishment does not put him on tier
Let me
with
pose
top
all right,
5
so,
rappers.
But you will admit that as far as like, if you had to have, we always talk about the when you putting the goats out there, right? As far as, I'm sorry, Mount Rushmore. That's what I was trying to get at. The Mount Rushmore of today's hip hop, right? Like,
Most
who would you put as the 4 guys of today's hip hop?
Me?
Right.
Yes,
of the 2010s up to now.
He don't listen to rappers today, JC.
I don't listen to
He don't have an opinion.
I can't even say anything about that.
Nigga, who you listening to? Curtis Blow? Like, who you listening to?
Yup.
You listen to Fat Boys? Like, what's going on, man?
Hey, don't you do that.
Wait.
Don't you start talking mess about the Fat Boys. Rest in peace.
I'm just saying, man. First the Fat Boys break up, now this. Now you don't know a Drake song. You don't know Kendrick Lamar. You know J. Cole, don't you?
I read an article years ago that said that as we get older, it's a lot more difficult to get into new music. And I agree with that. As I've gotten older, considering the decades that I've lived in, it's super difficult for me to get into new music. I mean, that's just me. There's nothing.
Act like he's 60.
Look, it's just, I mean, that's.
I get it though. I get it, because I'm not listening to Sexy Red. So, I mean, I get it. I'm not listening to the City Girls like that. I'm not listening to, so I get it.
But you bump Meg and Cardi B though, right?
I do. You're right. I do.
But that snuck into her. That's her generation though. Meg and Cardi, that's her generation.
Jazz is a few years younger than us, man.
Yeah, but Meg and Cardi B is millennial generation.
Right.
So that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess so. Because I think, Meg is young, but I think Cardi just hit like 30 or something like that. So I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. I guess you would stop at like Ice Spice or something for me. Like, that's not.
So yeah, now and see, I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater like Lee. I acknowledge, like, if
but then
shit
some
is,
people
yeah,
are not, like, you're a music head too, JC. Like,
right.
you got some people who listen to music just for the what's the word I'm looking for? Like, just for the not the thrill of it, but you know
I
what I'm
like
saying?
about
The
keep your ear
enthusiast.
to
You're
the
an
street.
enthusiast.
Right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you're on the scene like that.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you probably gonna be listening to 20 somethings for, you know what I'm saying, for just because that's what you're like, you're in entertainment. So
and look, and as the technology has gotten better, we have more control over what we listen to. Before satellite radio and all of that stuff, it was the radio and that's it. So the only thing that we could control was which station we could go to.
Yeah,
that was our level of control.
Unless somebody's talking.
Give me y'all's top 5 right quick. Top 5 dead or alive. Go.
Good God. Before I give my top 5, I want to speak to what Lee said about getting on the Hot 100. I will say there's a lot to be said about Drake because he has been out since my freshman year in college. So that's like almost dang.
Was that jazz?
10 plus years.
Was that jazz with the spiky hair back then? The short hair? Yeah.
That was the Mohawk. That was Mohawk jazz.
Yeah.
So Drake has been consistent since 2007, 2008.
I need to see a picture of that.
Oh yeah, baby, that was my thing. I'll send one to the group.
Yeah.
Real eccentric. But anyway, yeah, he's been out since 2008, I want to say, and has consistently, and then things weren't the same in 2008 as they are now, right? We were still, we still had a CD or two in rotation in 2007, 2008, although they were heading out. Right. But so it's something to be said to have that longevity over this period of time as well. So he's earned all of the accolades that he has.
All right.
But yeah.
Now after saying all that, give me your damn top 5. I
don't know. Drake is number 1. I like Drake is 1. I'll put everybody else is just to fill up Mount Rushmore. They're not really ranked. I'll put Lil Wayne up there. I'll put Cole up there.
Okay.
And I'll probably put old Kanye up there. Okay. That's 4 people. Who else? Do I need one more?
No, I think you got it. You said Kanye. You said Cole,
Drake, and Wayne.
All right, give me one more. You put Kendrick.
I'm not a Kendrick fan. I hate his voice.
Okay.
I guess you can put.
It can be female also. It can be female.
I don't know. I can't think of a female that I listen to just in full rotation.
Sexy Red. Sexy Red's in her top 5. MC dead or alive, man.
If I would put Meg up there just because she has lyrical content. Like if you listen to her music, she can freestyle. I'll put Meg up there.
Okay, I bet. All right, I like that. That's a good little list right there, Jazz. We don't agree a lot, but I definitely rock with your top 5 there, man, for sure.
Thank you so much.
This nigga Lee, I can't wait to hear what he gonna say. He gonna say, "Goddamn, KRS-One."
No.
MC Hammer. Some
fuck
shit like
KRS.
That. Not MC Hammer.
Yeah.
I met him with
Boys.
Hey, Hammer hard.
Boys.
Come on. What is? Come on now, y'all just love.
Sir,
anyway,
hey Jazz, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Exactly.
Y'all know them motherfucking songs though. I bet.
Hey, you said you met Hammer?
No, I've never met Hammer. I've met KRS-One.
Was he an asshole?
He's an asshole.
I heard.
He's an asshole.
I heard.
He's the type of he's that type of person where it's like he feels that he should be getting like whenever we talk about hip hop year 50 and all of that stuff, and he feels like he should be the first thing mentioned. Like that's his mentality. Like,
Yeah.
how come nobody's talking about me?
Right.
That's a ugly
That's him.
nigga too.
It's one of that was definitely one of those never meet your hero moments.
Yeah. You know what? I can see that. Just listen to him in interviews and hearing other accounts and stories of him. You know, now I give him mad props for, you know, who he was or who he is as a rapper.
You
And
meant
some of
that
the-
who he was.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the classic battle diss tracks he has, you know, The Bridge is Over might be the greatest diss record of all time when it's, you know, when it's all said and done. You know, come on now. But yeah, I can see him being an asshole, man. But yeah, but give me your you know, if you can't make a 5 right now, give me your top 3 or whatever.
Number 1, of course, is Rakim. Number I'll do like what Jasmine did, like how Drake is number 1 and then everyone else is in order. So number 1 is Rakim for me. Ice Cube. I think Ice Cube is the greatest all around hip hop artist of all time. Queen Latifah. I love Queen Latifah. I think she's definitely brilliant. I think very underrated. As a rapper, yes.
I wish I could hear her sing more.
True, definitely. That's part where I think she's underrated. It's like people forget that she can sing and
she's
like
everything.
Well,
shout out to her with Adam Blackstone. Y'all should listen to that if you haven't heard it.
I know we said individuals, but of course I'm putting a group. I'm actually going to do 2 groups: Public Enemy and Wu-Tang Clan, of course. And Outkast, Big Boy, and Andre 3000.
Time out.
Oh, Andre 3000.
Flag on the play. Flag on the play.
How about 3 stats?
He said Queen Latifah, bro. You lose all credibility now, bro. You lose all credibility with me, man. What other hot ass song did Queen Latifah have other than You Are? Come on, bro. You lost me with that one, dog. I was with you till you said Queen Latifah. Now, I respect her as being a pioneer of female hip hop, okay? But we are not going to act like Queen Latifah can carry MC Light's bag, that she can carry Lil' Kim's bag. Come on now. We're not going to do that, bro. Queen Latifah wouldn't even be in top 10 female hip hop list of all time.
That just goes to show how much you know about hip hop. If you saying that bullshit, that Queen Latifah wouldn't be a top 10 female hip hop artist,
she wouldn't even be top 10 female MC.
Oh my god.
Yeah, okay, all right, definitely not top 5 though. Definitely not top 5, bro. Queen Latifah did not get busy like that, man. Queen Latifah is talented, right? Queen Latifah is very talented, actress, singing, businesswoman. Like that's her bag. But as a rapper, I think Queen Latifah benefited from coming in at the right time. You know what I'm saying? She was early in the game, and also that whole, you know, Black Pride, you know, Mother Africa vibe that she was giving off. Like that was the perfect time. Queen Latifah, if she came out today, nobody would ever even know who she is, man.
But that's saying, like, look, I mean, again, Wu-Tang, if they came out today, nobody would fuck with them because nobody is fucking with lyrical content the way that they were back then. And that's the key thing is
Right.
If Wu-Tang was coming out sounding like, I don't even know who, but sounding and being raunchy and shit, then yeah, they'd be hot. But you got someone like Jizza talking about polarity and gravity. Ain't nobody gonna fucking hear that in 2023 with Dana Owens,
right,
with Queen Latifah, the way that she would be coming out with more female empowerment, sounding maybe more like Lizzo. Nobody would be listening. Nobody will be listening to that as well. So come on now, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, and hell, the only way that Lizzo got over the top was she playing the goddamn flute. If Lizzo didn't have no flute, ain't nobody fucking with Lizzo like that, man.
Well, I don't think that's true because first of all, Lizzo isn't Lizzo is pop. She's not even R&B. She wouldn't be considered, you know. So Lizzo ain't checking for niggas, no way. Lizzo's more of a worldly artist.
Yeah. You know, on
She
some like
ain't nominated on the BET Awards.
on some Doja Cat type vibes. Yeah, I'm with
But
you.
Doja Cat is on the BET Awards. Lizzo ain't on the BET Awards. So what's up with that?
Doja Cat don't really fuck with us like that either, though. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know, but yeah, man. And I'll stand by before we get up out of here, man. I'm gonna stand by my hot take a few years ago, Lee, about the Wu-Tang Clan. The Wu-Tang Clan had maybe like 4 too many members. They should have 5 guys, and that's it. The other 4, get out of here, bro. Trash.
If you can't multitask, JC, just let us know that. Just say you can't multitask.
I said what I said. All right.
Just say your brain isn't connected to jump into
they were
different areas.
All right. Just because you can't understand what a nigga say, don't mean that they right. Okay. It don't mean that they deep. Just because you can't understand what a nigga say. Okay.
Yeah, that
don't mean
just because
deep,
you
bro.
need Encyclopedia Britannica to look up the words. Like, wait, what's that? Pause.
Nah, bro. Nah, come on. They had way too many dudes. They were like the Bulls. You know what I'm saying? All right. The other nigga, they like what Method Man was Michael Jordan. You know, RZA was Phil Jackson. Ghostface and them was like Scottie Pippen. You know, and ODB was Dennis Rodman. The rest of them cats, they were just along for the ride. Come on now. I'm just being honest, man. And Keith.
Hey, that's you.
Shout out to Keith, man. He was like, hey, we gonna talk about the goddamn Tupac on this show.
I love Tupac. He's just not always in rotation. I do have about I agree he was before his time. I have about maybe 10 Tupac songs that I listen to kind of in rotation. But I couldn't put them in my top 5 because those others I listen to them a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I love me some Tupac though. Don't get me wrong. My mom would put him on her Mount Rushmore.
Mom's bumping Tupac like that? Okay.
Oh, my mama loves Tupac.
Really?
Loves Tupac.
I never knew.
Realist.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew, man. I'm typing in my top 5 right now, man. And I always go back and forth with number 5 for me, because I always kind of interchange them. Like one week is Kanye, the next week is J. Cole. Like I always switch out that 5th one, man. But y'all know who I love that don't get his credit? Scarface. I love me some Scarface, man. So that's my top 5, man. Let's start off Biggie. Let's go Jay-Z. Let's go Cube. Let's go 3 Stacks, and let's go Scarface, man. All right. That's the greatest top 5 list ever right there, man. Get at me. Best top 5 right there, man.
Niggas get no love from me.
Who?
New York niggas.
Damn, man. Come on, man. You gotta have at least one New York cat in there, Jazz. At least one.
Nicki Minaj.
There you go. All right, we take that.
Cardi B.
we take
Cardi
that,
B.
man.
You can do,
those would be the only New Yorkers that I can stomach. I don't know what it is. I just
that's
like
interesting.
The Biggie and Jay-Z never caught on for me. Jay-Z got some hits. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
I ain't gonna act like I don't listen to Jay-Z at all. But to just play an album like, oh, that new Jay-Z came out. Maybe I'm gonna wait and see probably what's on the radio. And if I like it, then I'm probably gonna,
It's a generational thing. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Lee's generation, man, it just hit different. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like his voice.
I think that's interesting because, like with JC and I mean, I don't know, Jasmine, if you moved around a lot, but like we moved around a little bit. So we were kind of exposed to different things. But I think like you're the first person, Jasmine, to ever say that you don't fuck with New York hip hop like that. I always thought that it was kind of a myth about like regions when it comes to listening to stuff. But you're the first one that's ever said like, no, I don't fuck with New York like that. And that's really interesting.
It's shallow reasoning. It's the same reason I don't like Kendrick Lamar. I don't like the way he sounds. It ain't got nothing to do with content. People say Jay-Z's the greatest of all time for a reason, I'm sure, but I'll never know it because I ain't listening to that many Jay-Z songs. I'm just not doing it.
And another thing, like it's all about your preference, what you like. And growing up where you grew up at, the radio has a control and really kind of.
I mean, no,
shapes,
but
it
Biggie
shapes
and Jay-Z,
who you like. Because you
they've
didn't really
been
hear a whole lot of
prominent
Jay-Z
my
here.
whole life. Jay-Z and Biggie have been prominent my whole life. Unless I was living in New York and hearing their actual album songs, then I pretty much heard the same stuff that everybody else heard if you didn't go listen to the album.
Yeah.
If you didn't physically go listen to the album, you're not, like whatever region of the country you're in, they're not going to spin Jay-Z and Biggie's underground type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just like if you go to Cleveland, you're going to hear Bone Thugs and Harmony underground old school stuff. You in Memphis, you're going to hear 3 6 Mafia old school underground stuff. That's why I love their underground old school stuff, right?
And speaking of
New York, so I didn't grow up over there, so I wouldn't know. Like, I would have had to seek them out.
Right on. And speaking of the guys, speaking of 3 6, shout out, what's up, Brandon? Where your ugly ass at, man? Jump in right quick, man. Oh, ugly ass nigga. But,
he probably working the game.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he is at the game tonight. The Grizzlies have to play a preseason game against the Bucks tonight. I was supposed to be down there, man, but I'm gonna wait till the season opener to get down there. You know, I had to be here with you guys tonight. I didn't want to miss the show. That's why I didn't go into the game tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because I love you guys, man. But speaking of 3 6 Mafia, I got another hot take. All right, got another hot take here, guys. He said Crunchy Black is the greatest rapper of all time. I totally disagree. I know he's being sarcastic, but I totally disagree. Crunchy Black might be the worst rapper of all time.
Shaka got him beat.
He Crunchy Black and Silk, they tit for tat. Crunchy was trash. I said it.
Silk.
I said it. Crunchy Black was trash, man.
As far as his verses, baby, Silk used to even just rap off beat. I'm like, can you even find the beat? Yeah, like, what are you talking about?
As I always say, if Master P wasn't his brother, man, Silk would have been working the Wendy's. He'd been working the Crystal somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but Crunchy Black, thank God that he was friends with Juicy J and them, DJ Paul and them, man. He was cool with them. But as an artist, hell nah. That's why every verse, it was only like 4 bars that he did. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All his verses was short for a reason, man.
Yeah, he knew
it. Trash. He knew it.
Baby, Crunchy was just there for the ride, baby. He for the ride.
Now, all right, he can juke. He can juke with the best of them now, okay? All right.
That's what he was there for, baby. He had the video shoots turned.
He was like a 3 6 Mafia mascot. Okay, like he had no business being on the song ever, man. In life, man. Right. And that'll be the end of the rap right there. That'll be the end of the verse right there, Brandon. He said, "I used to be clean in my expedition." Over with. Go on to the next verse. That was it. That man was garbage.
Hey, Flavor Flav could flow.
Wait a minute, that's not fair, Keith. Flavor Flav never presented himself as an artist, right?
Right.
He had a couple solo songs, but even then they were comical, they were funny.
Yes, that was his bag.
Yeah, that was his bag. He was a hype man, and the greatest hype man of all time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Get up and get busy, get down. Late 911, where's the late? Come on now, y'all been back up off Flav, man. Back up off of him. Yeah, man. I wish I could be a side like a hype man. You know, to an artist, man. I think I'll be the greatest hype man ever, man. For real.
You can do it, JC.
I can do it, man. Like I could be like, you know,
Farnsworth Bentley.
Be like Spliff Star to Busta Rhymes. Spliff Star has made millions, and he has been a side nigga, a hype man for 20 years.
A side nigga.
He's a side nigga. He's a hip hop side nigga. Okay.
He was very subtle too. Like he did his job, but he wasn't. Like all out, you know, in the way.
He was never in the way. He complimented Busta Rhymes. Busta was Mike, and Spliff Star was Scottie Pippen. You know what I'm saying? Like they complimented each other.
Somebody else don't look like much in the face.
Man, Jazz, man, come on.
Ass, but
hey, man, you know, we're not going there, Jazz. All right, we're not going there. You know,
peculiar.
I can't do nothing with my little sister, man. You know the type of people lead that you take out somewhere with you, man. Y'all hanging out, and she just gonna say anything. You don't know what she gonna say. You know, that's Jasmine, man. You don't know. You can't take her nowhere. You don't know what she gonna say, man.
As long as y'all know what I'm talking about.
Vindictive. And just bring out these words. Vindictive.
Right. Yeah,
Keith, you're
man.
right. Keith, you're right. And he made a lot of it. I ain't mad at him, boy. I ain't mad at him.
Millions as a hype man. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's the best gig in the world. You get all the women that Buster don't want to sleep with. Shit, he just kick them down to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you get the bust me down, the bust down chicks.
And I'm sure that's exactly how it happens too.
You know what I'm talking about? Like it's nothing wrong with getting leftover coochie. You know what I'm saying? When you on the road, come on now.
Leftover.
You get leftovers.
During my bartending days, when I was working at Plush Club and we had some folks come through, that was the hangers-ons that would always wait for the leftovers. That was the most pathetic shit I've ever seen in my life.
So pathetic. It's pathetic so even horrible. Being the coochie that's being waited on. That's pathetic as well.
Because it's like I know, you know, especially back then, like I know physically what I represented back then. So I really didn't have a whole lot to talk.
Man, that's a nice way of putting it.
But
that
at the same time, I had a valuable skill, which is making drinks and making people laugh. So I was valuable. These motherfuckers was just like.
He said, "I know what you say, Lee. I know what I was physically offering."
Yeah, I know exactly I knew exactly what I was capable of. I knew exactly what I brought to the table physically,
and everybody does
it. And back then. And so like I was never the type of person when I was bartending to just be talking mad shit, because that's not my style. That wasn't my style. But I'll make you a fire ass drink and I'll make you laugh. That's all I needed at the time.
Maybe that's all they needed too. It's the game ain't changed. You give a nigga a free drink, she dang near ready. Y'all, I'm looking at the BET Awards. And these women that are these folks nominated, I forgot about Finesse 2 times too. That nigga old, and he on some more type stuff as well.
Yeah, he got both his chicks pregnant at the same time, right?
Ain't nobody telling that nigga to grow up. Like,
see, I guess that's different, man. It's different.
Let's be real.
Oh, shit.
I don't know how to describe it, but it's different, Jasmine. Like I get why they're telling Drake that. I get that, but I understand what you're saying also, though.
I don't get why they telling him that. I need him to get in his real hurt bag. He was giving it to us. Yeah. But look, I was just looking at the nominees: Doechii, Lola Brooke. I saw somebody named Kalia, Armani White. Who are these people? So I've surpassed. I think I've finally Central C. Like, who are these people? I have gone over that hump now because I don't know none of these folks.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it now. On my fire stick, man. But I feel like, you know,
it was Finesse 2 times. That's what made me say that.
Yeah, man. And that's one thing I can't say about the ratchet rap, the Cardi B's, the Megs. They've opened the door now for all these females to come. Because remember, for a while, during these hip hop award shows, it was like the same chicks that were always nominated every year. You had Nicki, you had Trina, and maybe Ribby Martin. And that was it. That was the only 3 chicks nominated for like best female hip hop.
Them.
Yeah, you know. But it's a new generation, definitely, man. What's up, Meek? What's up, Mika? Her birthday today, y'all. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, my boo, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely, man. But Brandon said he loves Sexy Red.
I believe you too, B.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, that fits.
That is 100%.
That's on brand.
There is
on brand.
Nothing shocking. That is nothing shocking about that.
Jay-Z, if she was light skinned, you'd be on brand too.
Wow. We gonna stop this assertion.
He said raw dog.
I only like light skinned women. That's not right, Jazz. That's not right, man.
I'm just thankful. I'm just thankful for Jamaica, baby, because ain't no telling what you'll be doing if not. Okay, I'm just thankful for Jamaica.
Wow.
I'm so thankful.
Wow.
That you
I'm
got
thankful
some
to.
sense in your life.
Why did he say you were raw dog sexy red, JC?
Man, who
I-
said
She was
that?
light
You
skinned.
were light skin, you were raw dog
Well,
sexy red.
come on now. Come on now. We got to stop this, man.
That is
We got to stop this
terrible.
right now.
That is
But who was
horrible.
that you told us that you like? Oh gosh, I put in the group later. I can't think right now, but it was somebody. Yes.
Yes, you did. Yes,
Saved
you
his
did.
life, baby.
Oh,
because
Whole
you
life.
a hard old brother, man.
Whole
Yes.
life.
Hard old brother. My man Josh over here laughing and shit. Ain't nothing funny, Josh.
Hey,
Hard old
Josh.
brother over here, man.
Josh
What up,
know what
Josh?
it is.
Good
Yeah.
dude, Josh.
But what were you saying, Jazz?
No, it was somebody that you told us that you liked, or that was you were. It was somebody. It was a while back. I'm gonna have to search my brain, but I'm gonna have to search my brain. But she was
It
also
was a rapper?
on brand for like Sexy Red. It was that type of chick.
It was a rapper, or it was like a reality star, baby?
Maybe reality. I don't think it
Okay.
was a rapper.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to search my brain,
Yeah.
but it
I
would
can't
be
even
on
know.
brand. It would be on brand.
Y'all tough on brother, man. Tough on me, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He did say you said you thought Glorilla would be cool,
Yeah.
light skin.
Yeah. But see, Glorilla, I look at her like a little sister. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like,
no, I just mean
yeah.
she fit the
Who's that?
light skin Keisha. Was it light skin Keisha?
Nah, that's Brandon's girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna figure it
Yeah.
out. But yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
But
yeah,
that's
man,
hilarious.
y'all hard on brother, man. hey, man, we about to get up out of here, man. It's almost time to go, man. I gotta finish watching my Texas Rangers. I got the BET Awards on now, the Hip Hop Awards. Who's performing right now? Who is that?
Glow.
That's Glow right now? Okay.
Glow.
Okay. Yeah, man. Big Memphis, big Glow.
Yeah, that's
Represent,
Glow.
you know what I'm talking about? Yay. We out here, baby. Yeah, gang. We out here, man. So I'm talking about,
Yeah.
man. What Brandon say his unpopular opinion is? Unpopular word on the street is white Hennessy is coming to the States.
Oh Lord.
White Hennessy is trash. It's only hyped up because you can't get in here at the moment, but it's pure white trash, man. It's funny that he would say that. Brandon always, he'll come up with some like out left field unpopular opinion, but he's right. Because I had a friend that traveled to Aruba over the weekend, right? And she brought back some pure white Hennessy, and she posted that she was selling
Busting
the
head.
bottles, right? And I'm like, all right, now when I went out of the country in Mexico a few years ago, it was what, $50, you know what I'm saying, for a bottle. And so people would know when you bring it back, you sell it for, you know, like 60, 70, 75. Bro, she told me $100. I'm like, man, you get the fuck up out of here. I ain't about to pay $100 for that when you pay probably 40, you know what I'm saying, 45 with no tax where you was at, and now you trying to give me for 100, bro? It ain't even that serious. It ain't even that crucial, bro. It's not even that good. And I'm with you, B. It ain't that good. Like you try it once or twice, you know what I'm saying, because it's supposed to be so rare. You know what I'm saying? It right. Nah, dog.
Love some stuff they can't get access to, baby.
Right.
That's all it is.
Yeah,
Hennessy, regular Hennessy is overrated anyway.
It is.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that, man. I don't know. Give me a good Hennessy shot, Lee. Woo. Man.
I would drink Cavassier before I drink Hennessy.
Damn.
I'm just saying.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
like I'm not really a brown girl at all, but just like if you put them in a cup next to me, like Cavassier just goes down a lot smoother. I know it's probably cheaper and all that kind of stuff, but Hennessy just doesn't it just ain't it. It doesn't even mix well with it. I don't know. It's not it.
Yeah, I feel you.
Very hard to mix those.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, y'all ever mixed the Hypnotic and Hennessy back in the day?
I was a bartender.
The Incredible Hulk.
That shit.
That was absolutely my era. So
right.
yeah.
I made that shit.
Yeah, man.
How some of these folks, because like they would do the Hypnotic Hennessy and then top it off with Red Bull. How y'all didn't have no heart attacks,
man,
is a shock.
I'm telling you.
Baby.
Good night.
Yeah,
they're probably living the residuals right now.
Right on. Hey, man. So that was Brandon's unpopular opinion right there. But man, y'all give me y'all's, man. Before we get up out of here, we got about 4 minutes before we close down, man. Let's go.
So real quick, ladies and gentlemen, particularly gentlemen, as we get to the end of these warm days and we jump into the chilly evenings, there's two things that you need to be reminded of, gentlemen. The first thing is that you got to moisturize because it's getting cold. Lock in that moisture. You know, whether it's body butter, whether it's lotion, I don't care. Lock it in. Second, this is probably more important than the first. Mind your hoodies. Mind your hoodies because they out there. These women's, they out there. They want your hoodies.
Doing inventory right now.
They will be treacherous. Bruh. They will be diabolical.
Man,
they want your hoodies.
Yeah, fellas. Hey, man, we gotta talk about that. We need a support group in real life for that. Lee. That's real talk, man. Y'all out here rocking.
Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing.
Out here rocking our hoodies while we out here shivering and shit. You know what I'm saying?
They know the weather report.
Yeah.
They know the exact reason.
Yeah, man.
They know that it's 70, that is 57 degrees outside, and the wind chill factor makes it down to like 48.
On,
they know. They gonna
buy another one
anyway.
Right.
Yeah, y'all ain't gonna do nothing, but she's still gonna be wearing that hoodie. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing.
And then also, not only the hoodies, Lee, I'll take this step further. Just any t-shirt that we love to rock, it's gonna be in that goddamn closet when it's all said and done.
I don't mind the t-shirt that much. T-shirt, I don't mind. Hoodies, that's different. Yeah. Hoodies is different. Hoodies a little bit more like it takes a good long minute to get the funk of our natural funk on that hoodie.
Yeah.
And to maintain it. You know what I mean? We finally figured out how to do the perfect mixture of laundry soap and and all of that stuff, so it keeps our funk.
I don't know. We gotta use your essence. I like that word better.
Yeah, it sounds better. Yeah, it sounds better than funk. It sounds like you out here stinking. Like you out here stinking, man.
Yeah.
Like you out here smell like natural deodorant.
Yeah.
Stinking, bro.
I'm thinking with funk.
That's what I'm gonna go with.
You know what I'm saying? That's a better word, Jasmine. Good way to help your brother out. Right there. He out here stinking in his hoodies, man. Yeah, man. Out here smelling like WD-40 and shit, man.
Okay. Man, don't be afraid to go hit these Bluff City soaps, get you some of that male shower oil or just the oil in general.
Commando, Kraken, Narcissus.
Yeah, Commando is my personal favorite.
Love Commando.
Make sure Marcus has some because that's what I like to smell. So, don't be afraid to go get some of the oil that keeps you nice and moisturized.
It's the oil. Okay. You don't just have to, you got to get the soap and the shower oil. You got to get
that's the icing on the cake, but you know how some men are, it's
no.
They Dove men and Jergens lotion.
Right. Hey,
get you some oil, baby.
I'm a caveman when it comes to that, guys. You know what I'm saying? I just do like the basic stuff. So I could kind of, expand when it comes to, the smell goods.
Get you some body oil, JC. Start off minimal. You ain't got to jump off the cliff just yet.
Not yet.
Hey, Lee. Hey, dog. You don't be getting bath bombs, do you?
I hate taking baths. I haven't taken a bath in 30 years.
Not a bath bomb.
I'm gonna get it like
Lee strike me as a bath bomb type of dude.
Bath bombs are I don't know. If in all seriousness, if I had the ability to change both of my bathrooms to just be showers and no bathtubs, I would totally do that. Baths are ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
Not ridiculous.
I feel like the only time a dude, I'm with you. I feel like the only time a dude should take a bath is like if he's with his girl. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even like that. Like
you gotta do it,
but it has to be like a custom bath because like the regular standard bathtubs ain't big enough for y'all. It doesn't matter what size you are.
Right.
Yeah,
it's true. Yeah. Definitely.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little soap, baby. Everybody deserves a soap.
Brandon, be taking bubble bath.
Now, what you gonna do afterwards? I will say, after you soak in a bathtub, in my opinion, you need to get up and take a shower. It just depends on what you're doing.
That's too much stuff.
I can't feel I don't feel clean if I bathe in a bath. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I'm just sitting in my filth. So it's like you gotta. If I'm soaking, just relaxing my body, cool. But I'm gonna stand up and actually take a shower.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. So all right. Scratch there, Lee. It's Brandon. Brandon out here going to Bath and Body Works, getting the bath bombs and shit, taking bubble baths when you get home, sipping some wine, man.
Once again,
I'm gonna buy him some bath bombs. I got you, Brandon. I'm gonna hook you up with some bath bombs.
I can see Brandon sitting there pampering himself.
Yeah, that's right, boo. You don't know what to say.
He ain't gonna have no wine. He gonna have his Crown Black, listening to Country Black.
Right.
Tell him, boo. Yeah, daddy too long over here. I can't fit in the tube. That's right.
Most niggas can't fit in the tub, JC.
Right, stupid ass. What the fuck you talking about?
Y'all gotta let me play into it, man.
Daddy can't fit in the tub. Nigga, I can't fit in the tub.
Y'all some haters, man. Haters, man. I swear, man. Before we get up out of here, Jazz, you got anything?
Real quick, that whole I hate social media. I really hate social media. Like it's like a love-hate thing. Actually, not even love, just like a hate, don't dislike that much thing. Because it can be very useful for a lot of things. I have learned a lot of stuff from the productive side of social media. But I just hate, man, that like we have access to everybody's brain. Like I hate it so much because a lot of you niggas are just insufferable with the way you think. So I don't know what's to be done about it. That's just unpopular opinion. I just can't, like, social media is just insufferable. One thing that bothered me is that whole situation with Tia, the stuff with she's talking about like how dating is hard now that she's single or whatever. And like everybody, particularly women, like I expect it from men, but because whatever, men be men and you should have stayed with your husband. Like, okay, but women that are like, oh, girl, don't complain now. You should just stay with that good man. Man, I'm so sick of that like narrative of just because somebody left a relationship or left a marriage, a long-term anything, that they don't have a right to complain. You know what I'm saying? Dating is trash. It don't mean she's supposed to stay in a broken marriage. So that whole little mentality with women and that whole old school, stay with that man, that I can't stand it.
Yeah.
I need to grow up.
All right, that's good shit right there, y'all. Hey, next show, can we talk about ugly celebrity siblings?
What, nigga?
Can we talk about ugly celebrity siblings next time on the show? All right, because one of the Mowry twins is ugly as hell to me, and I know they identical. No, I can tell a difference. All right, the one that was on the game is fine. The one that was not on the game is trash. Okay,
you know them folks' names.
What, Tia and Tamara. So was it Tia that was on the game? Was it Tamara? Which one?
Tia.
All right, Tamara ugly as shit to me. And the Mary sisters. The Mary sisters. You got the gospel group. You got the fine Mary sister, and then the other one. Yeesh. What you say, Jazz? Very peculiar looking. And that's all I got. That's my unpopular opinion. Hey, hear me out. But
shoot.
Yeah. Hey, Brandon, don't you fucking bring up Venus and Serena.
Oh shit, I'll bring it up for him. I'll bring it up. Hey,
no.
Listen.
Hey,
talk about it.
Hey, favor much.
Shit. If Serena had no ass, Serena have a hard time out here, bro.
Ain't neither one of them favor much. Yeah, that's like the Tate brothers, like Lorenz Tate and his brothers. Yeah, Lorenz Tate is the only one that look like something. The other ones just look like brothers.
That's a real topic, y'all think I'm being funny? That's a real topic. The
It's not.
celebrities-
It's not.
It is
to me
not a
that
real
it's-
topic.
It's
It
an
is not.
unpopular
I feel-
opinion,
yeah,
JC.
No,
exactly.
that's the top
Right
Because
here.
you the only one that pays that much attention to that
There's
shit.
ugly
You're not
ass
finna
celebrity
give-
siblings.
I'm not finna sit here and talk about folk being peculiar or ugly. I'm not
You just
finna.
Right.
did. You said Spliff Star was ugly as fuck.
And I moved
You
right
said-
past.
Who else?
I
Who else you
moved-
say?
We had a Kiki.
But I
and we
can't
moved
talk
right
about
past.
nobody looking peculiar, but you can.
We're not gonna dedicate a whole segment to it though.
I'm talking about it on the next show. We talking about ugly celebrity siblings out here. All right, peculiar looking siblings that are celebrities. Okay.
A little funny looking.
Yeah, funny look. Okay, it's better. All right, it's more PC. Funny looking celebrity siblings because
looking.
they're out here. They are
Funny
out
looking.
here, y'all.
My lord.
They are out here.
Yeah, he's the
And-
only
and
one.
it's also-
He's the only one that cares about that. He is the only one that cares about that. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody else cares.
Watch. We're talking about it, and I bet you're gonna get some comments about it. I bet you. I may go on my
People
own
be
little
doing some
tangent.
comments, but nobody fucking cares.
I may do my own little video about that. Just because you don't care, because you're fucking weird. Okay. All right. Mr. I don't listen to Drake. I don't listen to the new music. Oh, motherfucker. Just because you don't care about shit, don't mean that other people out here don't care. Okay.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, thank you. Solange is funny looking. She's cute, but she's funny looking. Like, that's a real thing out here, okay?
Okay.
Beyonce, Solange. That's a real thing.
That's real.
Thank you. That's all I'm trying to get at. Yeah.
New Year's.
I'm not saying you're not, onto something. I just
Right.
said maybe not a whole show.
Thank you. I ain't say a whole show. I said a topic. Y'all want to make it a whole hour. I said 15
No,
minutes.
you would make it a whole hour.
I would
You
not make it a whole
would.
You
hour,
would make
man.
it a whole
Thank you,
hour.
Josh.
We
Hey,
would
Josh.
we would get on something else, and then it'd be like, oh, that reminds me,
Josh.
Solange.
Hey, I'm talking to Josh right
Don't
now.
mind Josh. Josh is trolling.
You guys are being
No,
rude to our guest right now. He's commenting, okay? Hey,
You
Josh.
can't
listen.
take Josh serious.
Josh, when I do the show on that next week, I want you to join us, man. I want you to join us. I want you to give me a celebrity sibling that I didn't even think about. That's funny looking. All right. I want you to put that out there for me, dog. So I'm bringing you on the show so we can talk about that.
Man,
That's my dog, Josh, right there,
fucking
man.
twins.
Josh ain't
Identical
doing nothing
twins.
but trolling, baby.
And
Yeah.
one of them is funny looking. Damn,
You
identical
know,
twins.
It's a real thing out here, man. Funny celebrity siblings.
You probably think it's funny looking because one of them changed their hair differently.
You know
and all
what
of
I'm
a sudden
saying?
it's funny looking.
And listen, even though y'all, I guess y'all celebrities, you know what I'm saying? I feel like y'all my siblings, but both of y'all kind of funny looking. So with that being said, we about to get on out of here tonight, man. It's been a great show. I want to thank.
You just want me to be vicious.
I want to
I'm
thank
funny.
everybody, for commenting, for checking us out tonight and all that good stuff, man. My Texas Rangers, we doing big things out here, baby. We going to the ALCS. Houston Astros, we coming to see y'all ass. What? We coming. You hear me?
Justin Verlander,
We
fucking
coming.
Justin
You know what I'm
Verlander shuts you out.
Let's go Rangers, baby. We out
Go
here.
Stros. Go Stros. Go Justin Verlander.
Fucking hater, man. But hey, we about to get on out of here. I want to thank my dog Lee, the teacher, man, for the homie Jasmine with the good hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm your boy JC. It's been an awesome show, man, and we want to let all you guys know you are all essential as fuck. And we'll be back same time, same place next week. Sharita, what up? Brandon, what up, man?
Rita, I
You know
miss
what I'm
you.
saying?
Miss you
We
too.
out, man.
Y'all are amazing.
Yeah. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night, man. All right, Jazz. Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all get out the show so I can talk about y'all hating ass right quick, man. But nah, man, we appreciate all y'all, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night. We about to get on down, man. Y'all join us again. Same time, same place. Next week, we out, man. Peace. Let's go, Rangers. Yeah.